Royalties of peace turning the storm back to peace that has no storm, looking on to perfect peace. How are we all doing today? Yes, it is another water day. It is another water day. Today is May 24th of 2023. So I bring to us our Wednesday video. Hopefully we are doing well. I want to be able to encourage us to seek wellness and not a complicated grief, understanding we all fall in pieces, looking different, but all after one goal, perfect peace. So I bring to us this beautiful song by Libianca from Bamenda. What a day. Did you look for me? I walked in the room, eyes are red, and I don't smoke banga. Did you check on me? Did you check on me? Or did you notice me? Nadie va a entender la paranoia. El dolor debajo mi piel. El dolor debajo mi piel. Porque hay días que no puedo. En mi pecho un vacío sin yo querer. Sin yo querer. Cause you see people don't really know you. They don't really know you. Cause you see people no te conocen, no te conocen. I've been drinking more alcohol for the past 5 days. Did you check on me? Did you look for me? I walked in the room, eyes are red, and I don't smoke banana. Did you check on me? Did you check on me? Or did you notice me? Holy Father, mountain sky. Te lo pido, no me dejes. A veces se ve gris el amanecer, pero hay cosas bonitas a agradecer. Lloro por dentro, pero no aparento. Quiero correr y alejarme de todo. Solo quiero luz, que mi paz mental no sea un tabú. El que se fue, que se vaya. Y lo bendiga, me sea. Solo necesito un break pa' mi corazón. Cause you see people don't really know you. They don't really know you. Cause you see people no te conocen, no te conocen. Drinking more alcohol for the past 5 days. Did you check on me? Or did you look for me? I walked in the room, eyes are red, and I don't smoke banana. Did you check on me? Did you check on me? Or did you notice me? I've been drinking more alcohol for the past 5 days. Did you check on me? Or did you look for me? I walked in the room, eyes are red, and I don't smoke banana. Did you check on me? Did you check on me? Or did you notice me? Did you notice me? Royalties, this song has been a blessing. Has been a blessing. I don't know who your Holy Father is, but we all know the one and only Holy Father, perfect peace, comfort, perfect comfort is Holy Father. We all fall in pieces differently. When you're unable to hold on to the greater light, when you are the greater light, when you're able to realize that you are king, looking onto the crown. Who is your Holy Father? Who is your only Father? Is it the crown or is it the mind battlefield free? It's time for us to really get to understand why we really need each other in wellness, not in the complicated grief. It is time to know what lost is. It is very important to know what lost is. You cannot have the Holy Grail upside down. Lust is beautiful, but it cannot be held upside down. When you're in a human flesh, you cannot have intercourse. You cannot have intercourse in flesh, or you break into pieces trying to catch each other. Paranoia. You cannot even tell who was the first human on earth, of how divided we have become, of so many kind of people we have become. You cannot even tell your origin. You cannot even tell who is family, of how divided we have become. A great-grandparent sitting with her great-grandchildren or his great-grandchildren. 24 great-grandchildren we're proud of, but all speaking different languages. All having a different mindset of what is good and what is not. It's time for us to really reflect of what is paranoia. When you're next door to a neighbor and not able to even communicate with them, they are scared, not sure of what is in your mind. When you don't see this one that you're always with, and you want to find out what's going on with them, it feels like you're intruding. Like, if I have what you need to know, I will tell you. Don't ask me what is wrong with me. The response we give to each other. You begin to wonder why some don't look for others, why some are able to look for others. They need to know where we can reach of expected boundaries towards each other, not just rejecting each other completely. If you have to reach me all on my cell phone. There's a reason why we really had the coronavirus. When 6 feet away from each other is more of an embrace than body to body contact. You must be able to use your cell phones before you get to someone. There's a reason why some people, you go to their houses, they're like, they cannot receive you. You should have called me first. They cannot open their doors. And you can hear them inside. And you feel like they're mean. Once you knock at the door, it just got silent, but they were inside. And they are inside, but seeming like they are not in there just because you knock at the door. That is very common with people of low income going to rich people's houses, the high class people. When you reach by their gates, it goes silent. It's like they're being proud, but you have no idea what paranoia they're going through. Some people will not let you touch their kids. You begin to feel like they're rejecting you. Paranoia. People don't know each other. Even self does not know self. We are only trying to know ourselves. We are still trying to find out who we are. We are in a body that feels like we are lost because we're trying to do the things we're supposed to do, not in the body, in the body. When you're at home, you're at home. When you're outside, you're outside. When you're playing soccer outside. When you're playing soccer in the house, it disrupts everyone. The difference between being in the flesh and out of the flesh. Sad how today I got to learn that Royalty Tina Turner left us. Not really leaving us behind, but went ahead of us. What's love? What love got to do with us? Who needs a heart when a heart can be broken? What is she saying to us? Who needs that kind of a heart that can be broken? Meaning that you should not be able to break a heart. Or what she's only saying is you should not be able to break a heart. That when you're able to break a heart, then we are not living. The physical world has tried to express the fallen nature of us. Drops of water in an ocean able to detect themselves. Surely they have a boundary. How does a drop of water in an ocean distinguish itself? It only takes a diagnosis, a difference. Diversity is really a wake-up call. We're not supposed to be apart from each other. We're not supposed to be unable to reach out to each other. We're not supposed to be scared of each other. Why is there war? Why is there harm? The things you have to do, not in flesh, is what we want to do in flesh. Drinking alcohol is spirit. There's a reason why there's an alcohol drink called spirit. Whiskey is called spirit. There's a reason why the highest class of alcohol is called spirit. For us to understand that some drinks are not meant for the physical body. A baby that has no teeth cannot chew on bread. You want to choke the baby, is what it's going to look like. But rather the baby to take time and wean from breast milk and then can have bread. Nothing is withheld from us. You cannot rush to start drinking milk when you're only a tender weeks old baby. That's why they have baby milk before adult milk. There is soy milk. And then when you grow up, you have soy milk, but of a different or greater, of different texture, of different nutrition, of digestible. That of a baby is easily digestible. That of adults are able to be digested only by adults. Able to be digested only by adults. I hope you're trying to understand what I'm trying to bring to us. You cannot run before you start to learn how to walk. We have to keep trying wherever end that we are. Whatever setting that we are in, we have to be trying our best. We have to look after each other. We have to be able to know each other's boundary and work with them with respect. Respect everybody's boundary. Some will tell you out of anxiety because you've crossed already the line, then you pistol the storm. But we have to also understand those who are having shame, a complicated grief, not to cease from enabling the wellness, but rather maybe taper or give the doses in little amount. Does not mean we should quit giving them the doses, the medication. It's time for us to really understand each other. It's not about stopping to give the medication. Maybe taper on the medication. Some just have no matter how you go about it, they just have this complicated grief. Lost is beautiful. Must we learn how to lust right when we're in the flesh? Lost in the spirit is different from lost in the flesh. In the spirit, we fuse into one. But in the flesh, if you want to fuse into one, you burst. The mind like a battlefield, you have to keep on pistoling the storm. Whatever shows up a holy grail upside down, you do not reject it. You only turn the holy grail upside down, back upright. Because there is no wrong. There is no wrong. But rather upside down needing to be inverted back right. This song is so beautiful that I've been just feeling. I went out today, I came back in. It rained today, so beautiful. Wednesday, what a day. And amazingly, I played this song and I felt it so much even greater than I felt it before. Just aligning with the truth about it. People don't know each other. We have to know each other. It's not about diversity just to keep it like that. Diversity is to seek wellness. Knowing our differences is to seek wellness because we're supposed to be one. But how do we get to be one without knowing our diagnosis? When we say our diagnoses are our flowers, it's only saying that it is only the means to get well. The initial step to wellness is knowing our diagnosis. Some people just stay alone and leave this world sadly. When we're able to heal here, and then you're left with the guilt that is not supposed to be. You're supposed to try to help each other, right? Then when you begin to feel like a pressure towards someone, you have to figure it out, find out another means of how to enable them to receive comfort that they need. Someone able to receive wealth from you, you must have other means that you can be able to send it through to them. Do not just get angry and say, I won't give because they cursed me. They called me a murderer and all that. You should know the abilities of each other. Some are so paranoid that over nothing, just anxiety. They will get well. Must you just give them time to get well, keeping yourself upright? Keeping yourself upright is very important for others. Keeping yourself with the right mind is upright. Cleanness is next to godliness, must be clean inside of the mind and outside, endeavoring to better. It's not easy to clean the outside, especially when we're dealing with this existence of us trying to live the spirit life in the out in the physical. You cannot use the flesh to pass through a wall, but with your mind you can pass through walls. You can even travel the whole world with your mind by just thinking or watching videos. But the physical body cannot travel the world in one day. Let us use the right body in the right places so we don't get paranoia. Some people don't even travel, but just see others doing all this, get so confused. Let us help each other. Just trying to really emphasize on lust. You have to be able to work with loss of effectiveness. Hearing voices. Some are so eager to be spirits. When you find the right, you just want to be spirit, but you have to know that because that baby is still coming in flesh, you have work to be done in flesh, and must you live by flesh. Live by flesh with the right mind. The mind is your spirit. Must be of right mind. Sometimes it's tempted to act or physical, but you have to know who you're acting with. Don't just go acting spiritually with everyone. Speaking spiritually is different from acting spiritually. Do not appear but to everybody. Speaking about spirituality is okay, but acting, it's even worse. Action is louder than words. And when you're speaking with words and someone is struggling with, you have to find other ways to make them understand so they don't get surprised by the actions of complicated. Let us use our words effectively, reaching out to each other, reaching out onto each other, understanding this beautiful song from Libianca from Bamenda, Cameroon. I'm really proud of her work. It's really a beautiful song. I just hope we all can really hear the song and really appreciate it. She really did well. Thank you all for listening today and stay tuned for next Wednesday. I'm a little bit tired today, but I just had to bring out something for us this water day. Hopefully we are thinking of each other and praying for each other. It's not just praying indoors, but sending at least once a while, sending out messages and sending someone to send a message to someone else. It's still worth it. It's still worth it. The best that you can is very, very important. It's very important. And don't leave the world without making people understand that you're okay with them. It's good to always reach out to others before you ever leave this world, so you don't leave people with guilt. It's good to check on each other. Thank you all for listening today, Royalties. Be still in the storm, back to peace that has no storm. Let us lost healthily. What is spiritual is spiritual. What is physical should not break you into pieces, but rather keep you whole until you reach perfect peace. Be still the storm, back to peace that has no storm, looking unto perfect peace. Thank you.